TroptionsUnity is being fronted at Troptions Incorporation, right? And I think if you've been following up everything happening at Troptions, you will definitely realize how TUNIT is now being fronted amidst amongst these other cryptocurrency tokens, because we have Troptions Gold, we have Troptions Pay, we have Troptions House, but then TUNIT this time round is taking a very, very big lead. And I think the way it has been planned that TUNIT behaves differently. TUNIT is taken and consumed differently, and yes, also serves a very different purpose. It is being backed up by expensive gemstones. It is being backed up by Troptions Gold itself. I think there's something really different that is happening at TroptionsUnity. Well, according to the documents that I'm reading. Ladies and gentlemen, I want you to understand, if you're listening to this episode, that TroptionsUnity is not yet at the exchange. Troptions Gold is not yet available at the exchanges for the public. Troptions Pay is only available at givebacks, where people can use it to pay bills, to pay utility. Only people in the US. I'm not in the US. So if you are in the US and you can use Troptions Pay, let me know. If you cannot, also let me know, because givebacks is not available elsewhere apart from the US. Then Troptions House is also not readily available for the public, but it is coming right away. So a few people that are able to trade these amazing tokens are actually trading it in person, but it is not on any decentralized exchange open for the world. It is not on any exchange, centralized exchanges open for the world. But the news coming from Troptions, actually they announced the coming of Quantum Exchange to be an exchange where TroptionsUnity and these other Troptions coins are going to be traded, are going to be available for the public for trading. Definitely, most of the things are actually in promise. Most of the things are simply building up. For example, the Quantum Exchange, it is simply in build up. The promise for these other tokens being available for public exchange, you being able to interchange them. For example, if you have Troptions Gold and you want TUNIT, being able to interchange that, swap that. If you have Troptions Gold and you want to interchange it into USDT, that being available. Or if you have TUNIT and you want to interchange it into US dollars, it is all in the build up. None of this is readily available right now. By the way, I also expected TUNIT to be available on the exchange as of by now, at least by now, but it is taking time, because when I check on the website of TUNIT, they added in more 53 days for the pre-sale. Yes, more 53 days. That means, of course, almost 2 months ahead. And I don't know what is actually being built up and why it is really taking long, because last year in 2025, when I was making content around the exchange of the availability of TUNIT exchange, they said it was going to happen on 12th December, that is last year. But I think so many things happened, including new partnerships that really might have extended this to this time round of a year. but then adding in other 50 something days, really, you're like, okay, other 50. Okay, what is being built up? What more is coming up? But I'm watching closely. I'm watching very closely to really see when quantum exchange is going to be available, readily available for TUNIT token exchange. When you look at the entire marketing since last year, it has not been on Troptions Gold. No, it has not been on Troptions Pay. It has not been on Troptions House. It has been all centered at TUNIT. As a matter of fact, I think right now the number one interest is in TUNIT, maybe followed by Troptions Gold and Troptions House, and then Troptions Pay. I think TroptionsUnity is now being the focus, being that it is going to be in for real world assets. But I think that there are really so many tokens at Troptions, and sometimes I'm like, but aren't these so many? Troptions Gold, Troptions Pay, Troptions House. Now a new token called Troptions Real Estate Trade is also coming up. Yes, they are developing a new token that is going to come up specifically for real estate, and I don't know what is going to back up this so that it really fits the housing industry, the real estate industry, and actually why they actually need trade, and you cannot use TUNIT or Troptions Gold, and they need to create trade another token. I'm like, aren't these really so many tokens coming up in the shortest period of time, when actually even these others are not publicly available for trading? So Troptions Real Estate is going to be available for purchase and developing of large plots and housing. But then I think Troptions Real Estate token is not for everybody. Like when you look at when you try to read about it and what it is here for, in one way or the other, you might think that it is not an ordinary token for everybody, because if it is in for purchase and development of large plots and housings, it means only a few people will be able to afford it, because you need huge sums of US dollars, or you need huge sums of Troptions Gold to get into trade to be able to buy an expensive item. Because if it involves large plots, it means you're either extremely wealthy as an individual, or actually it is an institution that wants to buy trade to involve itself in the trade transactions, to be able to purchase large plots, maybe for developments, maybe for infrastructure setups, etc. So also Troptions House is really happening so well, used on the Australian stock market to buy stocks and bonds. When you look at Troptions Pay, also available at Givebacks. By the way, if you are listening to this podcast and you own Troptions Pay, you also have a Givebacks app, I would want you to do some transactions and see how it is happening over that side. Because where I am, I cannot actually use Troptions Pay because I don't have access to Givebacks, since Givebacks is only available for people in the USA to be able to do the transactions. Now here I cannot really verify anything because I cannot download Givebacks. I only read articles on how it is possible for people to transact with the Troptions Pay at Givebacks. Ladies and gentlemen, launching TUNIT is said to come with a lot of things. It is said to come with a lot of things. In the last few weeks, we saw an announcement, a partnership announcement involving Liquor Holdings. Liquor Holdings is an asset management company that manages around 200 billion assets. Now I think with the liquor holding, it wants to tokenize some of these assets and make them available on the blockchain. And they are partnership. They are not partnership. They are partnering up with TroptionsUnity, so that actually TroptionsUnity is the currency to tokenize some of these assets. I don't think all the 200 billion assets are going to be really tokenized, but I think they are going to do some trials on how tokenization actually happens. Maybe with buildings, maybe with apartments, maybe with arcades. Try to tokenize them and see how does actually tokenizing assets mean. So with the liquor holdings, TroptionsUnity says that they want to come on board and tokenize these assets. They also announced a bank partnership with Bat Bank in Indonesia, in Jakarta, that this bank is going to be available to offer financial services, institutional financial services, to ensure that actually these assets are varied the way they should be varied, to ensure that transactions happen efficiently, to ensure that actually records are kept efficiently, to ensure that actually the value of these assets is the same value. It links up properly with the value on the blockchain. So it is going to be actually monitoring the financial institution in between quantum exchange, TUNIT, and also real world assets. When you try to check on Bat Bank and what is happening with it, it has batbank.co.id. So that is a website that actually handles crypto systems of Bat Bank. Talks about crypto blockchain. It is really there to connect Bat Bank and crypto users, crypto settlements. And when you check on batbank.online, it then has a local, or what you can call traditional bank services. I did contact Bat Bank to really find out what is happening with Troptions and the TroptionsUnity, their partnerships, and they responded to me positively. I feel like I should read for you what they responded. Let me check. I'm trying to check right here. Bat Bank. Oh my goodness. Did I lose that chat with Bat Bank? I don't think so. I talked to Bat Bank asking them about the partnerships that they have with TroptionsUnity. I'm trying to look for the message that I actually had with Bat Bank. I'm trying to look for the conversation. Okay, I was asking them about the partnership they have with TroptionsUnity, and they were like, thank you for your follow-up. Troptions and Bat Bank are official strategic partners. We are collaborating on selected financial and digital asset initiatives under a formal partnership arrangement. Yes, that's what they responded to me. They were like, Troptions and Bat Bank are official strategic partners collaborating on selected financial and digital asset initiatives under a formal partnership. Yes, Bat Bank has 2 websites, and I was really asking them about these websites. So, because I was seeing 2 websites, and each website seems to be from the same bank, and I was like, what's this? So they were like that batbank.co.id, it is their corporate website for institutional and banking services, while batbank.online is their official digital crypto platform. So they say that these different websites. They belong to the same company, the same brand, but each website serves different purposes. So it seems like TUNIT is building. It is planning for a mega launch. They are trying to build something, and yes, we are all waiting to see what they are building. It is not easy to believe because we all want to verify. We want verified information. We want verified infrastructures. We want verified built infrastructures, not promises. So I hope TUNIT and TroptionsUnity and Troptions Incorporation definitely delivers. I hope they definitely deliver, because we are all here to grow financially, to become financially independent, to become financially free, to have something of our own, to invest in these assets, to own assets globally, to have these shares of bonds, shares in real estate globally. And we are all here to see what TUNIT and the partners actually deliver to us. I'm going to be giving you all the information on a personal level, in my own understanding, my own knowledge, my own reviews, my own experience, my ideas, my opinions are strictly mine. And I always share what I feel, whether I'm biased, whether I'm positive, whether I'm negative, whether I feel disappointed, whether I feel excited. It is definitely always amazing to share, because this is my podcast, this is my platform, and I think my opinion, my ideas, my feelings matter here. So TUNIT, we are waiting to see what you're building. I think it is amazing. When you read through it, it is all amazing, but since it's all in the building stage and it is not yet out there, it is really very, very hard to verify, to believe in completely, because we all want to verify. The online business is all about being able to verify what is being written, what is being said, what is being promised. Rather than investing in a promise, you rather invest in already existing infrastructure. And we are all waiting to see what TUNIT, what Troptions Incorporation is building. Thank you, guys. I promised you that when TUNIT is launched on Quantum Exchange, when people are able to buy into real world assets that are tokenized real world assets, and people can buy these shares, they can buy ownership into these assets globally with the TUNIT on Quantum Exchange. I'll be available with people from Quantum Exchange. I'll be available with people, experts from Troptions, experts from Bat Bank, experts from the tokenization world, not simply looking at Troptions, no, but everybody that is in the tokenization industry. I'll be coming with them on this very podcast, strictly audio, for a massive discussion, because we need to educate ourselves. We need to really understand how this entire technology is going to happen. My name is Daniel Leinhardt. This is the Crypto Investor Podcast. You can share this episode with a friend who you think it would be really a use. Oh, okay. Okay, bye. Let me see you in the next episode.